I've been hanging out with a bunch of children. Wait, let me rephrase.
Wow.
Let me rephrase. Wait, no.
Dun 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 dun.
Say Drake.
No.
Say Drake.
No.
Hey, Mondo, why don't you have a seat over there?
No.
Oh, you should show them that. I bet they'd love that.
Hey, hey, you know all those TikToks you watch where they catch those people, where they catch all those people visiting children? Well, this is the movie that it's based on, and I show them To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen, who, by the way, man, if Chris Hansen would have been there at the Super Bowl performance, I would have lost my shit. That would have been awesome.
Although the only person that could have been better playing Uncle Sam would have been Chris Hansen.
If they cut to Serena crip walking and then Chris Hansen crip walking, like that would have been I could have ended it all. That would have been my peak life moment.
Cutting to Chris Hansen going, "Say, Drake, why don't you take a seat over there?" Would have been.
And then the horns just kick in.
Yeah.
No, I have been involved in a group called the Creator Camp, which is primarily made up of what I would call children, but who are actually 22 to 23, sometimes 25-year-old, again, children.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty interesting because they love to drink alcohol in the nights and in the parties and on the weekends, as they are legally allowed to do as of age people that are still children.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting because for the first time ever, I've had drinking buddies who try to keep up with me. Which is a real bad idea. They drink like young people.
Yeah.
And I drink like a 6'5" giant. Yeah. Are you saying Sisyphus?
Sisyphean task.
Yeah, the Sisyphusian task of rolling the beer to my fucking mouth and back down again.
One has to imagine Armando drunk. Because he doesn't show it. He's not visibly drunk guy. So you have to imagine it.
Every day I push my rocks glass up and down.
There it is. There it is.
And the eagle coming for your liver cirrhosis. That's a different story.
It's a different story, but very good. Very good.
Just every episode we have one hyper specific joke that feels like it's for like one guy.
Yeah. But he loves it.
He loves it.
Yeah,
he loves it.
He takes a lap around his living room, or she.
So the other day I was drinking with these children, these of-age children, and one of their friends, who, by the way, I need to specify, this person was older than me. This person is 32. They came to the party, and they brought a little toy with them, a blood alcohol content, like a breathalyzer, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
And this is the first time I've ever had somebody bring that to a party and not have it attached to their car and be asking who's sober enough to blow it so they can get home.
Oh, well, that's because you never went to college.
Yeah, exactly.
that's a party trick at most college, is who can score the highest.
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. I thought we invented this game, but we played a little game called Who Could Blow the Highest.
My favorite iteration of that game is you drink until you're the legal limit, and then you play Mario Kart.
Oh, that's pretty
good.
Yeah. So but don't do that for real though.
No, you shouldn't. We also found out. Okay, so the first time I blew it, I got an error.
Most people do.
The first time I blew it, I got an error, and the error was exceeded maximum BAC limit. So I was too drunk for the machine to tell me how drunk I was.
So you won.
Well, that's what I thought until I found out that you're supposed to wait about 10 to 15 minutes after you're done drinking before you take the test, to make sure there's no alcohol
on your breath, because it'll just read pure vapor on you. Yeah,
exactly. 100%. And which makes sense because the moment we decided we were doing this game, I grabbed 5 glasses of alcohol on the table in front of me and downed all of them within a minute. A funny bit that I thought was funny until the next morning I wanted to kill myself.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, eventually I ended up losing, which sucks ass and dick because again, I'm so big that the amount of blood in my system offsets no matter how much alcohol you put in. We kept track by, I guess, fluid ounce. I drank the most alcohol. I drank more alcohol than most of those people combined at this party. And I blew a .006.
No.
You get
Yes.
to drive, buddy.
I was legally allowed to get behind the wheel of a car. And that felt so fucked up and wrong.
That's insane.
It's not, you shouldn't be able to do that. One guy blew, I think the highest person blew a .09, I think.
Oh,
Point on that's
okay.
over.
That
That's
is
over.
over. That, and it's well over too, because like, yeah, again, that was the highest. Second highest was .8, like right on the dot. And then there was like a it's .06 something. The first time I blew it, like I said, exceeded maximum limit. We waited 5 minutes. I blew it again. I got a .24. And then by the
Oh.
time I actually blew it, .009. That's insane.
That's
Do you
insane.
understand how drunk you can be and still drive a car? Do you
Won't be allowed to.
understand?
It sounds like you had a great Valentine's Day then.
Yeah, the actions of this podcast and jokes herein should not be attempted in real life.
Yeah, these are performed by professionals.
We're never going to get those NHSP ads.
It's over. It's over.
I cannot stress to you enough how I don't even have a car here in Austin, Texas. So I've been Ubering everywhere, spending an absolute fucking fortune, honestly. But I didn't. A question I never asked myself in the moment when we were playing this super fun game is, why the fuck does this person just have this? Why does this person just have a breathalyzer in their purse ready to go at all times? And I've realized that it's so that she could test herself to see if she was okay to drive. So that way, if she ever got pulled over and blew over the limit, she could go, actually, officer, I've done an independent study and our findings are that actually I'm okay to drive. You got to do your own research.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that'll definitely hold up in court. Here's the thing I got at Spencer's Gifts. And I'd like to present to the court this thing called like the Sausometer. And,
She's a millennial woman. She would never shop at Spencer's. She gets everything off of Temu now.
oh, yeah, and that's even more trustworthy. Yeah.
That's how
I
China's
blew
really going to take us down from the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, I blew into it and it started playing Doom.
Jesus Christ. Are you guys ready to do a podcast?
Why not?
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the only relationship advice show guaranteed to ruin your relationship. It's boyfriend material.
That's right.
I am your overly formal game show host, Armando Torres, and behind door number 1, we have...
It's your favorite bachelor, Matt Berry. No, it's Andrew. I love that weird laugh that he does. That that's it. It's just a 2 ha. No, it's Andrew Rosas. Hello, everyone.
And I'm the third contestant on the dating game that always gives the too sexual of an answer.
Yeah. It's normal answer, wrong answer, and then the highly innuendo answer.
Yeah, and then the innuendo answer, yeah.
And joining us today is our guest here on the dating show, a murderer, a serial killer, a real life thing that happened, and go watch the Anna Kendrick movie about it.
The Anna Kendrick
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, the Anna Kendrick movie, my favorite scene is when they turn being a woman into a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's just being a woman. Oh my god, especially the parking lot scene. I was like, no, that's just like being a woman during daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
I was watching that movie with the person who had a surprising lack of empathy. The amount of lacking of empathy that I don't know if I should be this person's friend anymore. And he was like, yeah, I mean, they made it scary through like the soundtrack or whatever. And like that guy's creepy, but like, it's only because like I know he's creepy, you know, like she didn't know he was creepy. Like, why is she scared about it? And it was like, what?
Buddy.
Are you fucking kidding? Are you really saying why was she scared of the guy that, again, you've watched be a serial killer for this whole movie?
But also, even if you hadn't watched that guy be a serial killer for that whole movie and had only seen the movie where she's walking to the car and then he, after a few seconds, starts following her to her car and then starts raising his gait to match her pace, you don't think that's scary just cuz?
Yes!
With no context? That's insane. We gotta kill your friend.
Nah, see, that's the problem with your generation is you just don't have the grit. Back in my day, I used to walk up to a woman with a printed out resume and I would tell her, hey, I really want to get inside. Please, please, please.
It's like my t-shirt saying I'm not a serial rapist is answering a lot of questions raised by my shirt. Yeah.
What did you guys do
Why
for
is this scaring everybody away? I don't know
I
why.
get it. I'm being very straightforward.
Oh my God. Speaking of terrible people absolutely scaring the shit out of women, what'd you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah. Tee it off, everybody.
Yeah.
Griff, what did you do?
Oh man. Okay, so due to an error in communication, I thought my girlfriend was doing hosting a game show on Valentine's Day, so I didn't make any like plans to do anything. Sure. But like for the past month and a half, I've been planning her gift, which was I got her like a classic iPod. And then I recreated all of her playlists from Spotify to put onto the iPod because she's like a little retro baby and hates technology. So I figured, hey, if she doesn't have to use a streaming thing, maybe that's a cool thing I could provide. And then we accidentally took a romantic trip to Houston.
What was it meant to be? Not like a platonic trip to Houston?
So we weren't really not really planning to go. But so like
Okay. Sounds like a country song. Houston bisexual. No, sorry, that's not it.
We weren't not real planning to go to Houston.
It was okay. You guys know how the new RTX NVIDIA graphic card came out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
and
you
you
said
know how-
RTX, and my brain kind of like got flashbacks. For
Oh yeah,
a second.
Bernie's bringing it back. No, a new computer graphics card just came out, which means that all graphics cards are now sold out, including the ones from the last generation. And my beautiful, wonderful girlfriend who does online streaming needed an upgrade for her PC, and we found out that it was cheaper to just drive to Houston to a Micro Center and get a fully brand new built PC with the graphics card that she wanted
already in it
than to buy a new or used graphics card.
I do remember you saying that. See, while you were doing this, I was blowing single digits into a breathalyzer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mondo, I got back home at 8 p.m.
learning these stories is kind of like little flashbacks from my past. Yeah, that's
funny.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we drove all the way to Houston to go to Micro Center. I'd never been to one before. I want to live there. I want to work there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like Toys R Us, but for nerdy adults.
Yeah, dude. It's like my understanding is that it's basically like a Guitar Center for dorks.
Yes, they had 2 aisles of just like streaming. So I got a macro pad that's made out of Legos. I got a new keyboard. It was awesome.
I went to Micro Center and talked about your penis, and everyone knew.
Stupid.
I'm so dumb.
I hate you. Micro Center sounds like an establishment in Turkey that men go to after they get their hairlines done.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
Micro Center. A real like a toy store for adults, like a toy store for modern plugged-in adults.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we got that stuff. We went to this place in Houston that she liked when she lived there. We got some food. And then we came back. It was awesome. It was a great time, and it was like, we weren't expecting to do any of it that day, or like we'd been pushing it off for a while. So it was a nice little impromptu road trip / little getaway / switching it up. So it was nice, and it was way better than trying to have a conversation in a fully packed restaurant over a heart-shaped steak that cost $50.
Yeah, trying to have just a regular conversation when like halfway across the room you're getting snippets like, I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't like this. It's not special to me or anything. I don't know. It could have been eating at home watching History Channel. I don't know. I don't know why you always want to take me out to do stuff.
I saw so many couples on like actual planned Valentine excursions. It was fascinating. I've never seen, so I don't know if it's a trend. I blame Chapel Roan. I saw a lot of women in pink jackets, like they were some kind of grease extras. I don't know if that's like a new trend or just they all got the same like Instagram ad for Valentine's Day, but I saw a lot of women in like cropped pink moto jackets of different fabrics.
Weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Interessante.
Maybe that's just how they do it in Houston. I don't know.
H-Town living.
H-Town.
It's always summer loving down there in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, except at the Micro Center. I had a pretty strange Valentine's Day in that, like, obviously I am not with my partner. I'm here in Austin, Texas. My partner is back in Los Angeles. Actually, Andrew.
It's like last year.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
No, but like literally, wasn't that the exact same? You were here and they were in LA?
I might be a bad boyfriend. I'm going to be honest with you. I might be a dog shit boyfriend.
Mondo.
Well, I mean, we made a podcast about it, so
yeah. Here's the thing. I did maybe discover the best possible gift you can give somebody, which is ironically no gift. So hear me out. A couple of days before Valentine's Day.
As a scumbag, I'm listening.
Yeah, prefacing that with "I might be a bad boyfriend" is very funny. A couple of days before Valentine's Day, I found a florist who would make custom bouquets of flowers for Valentine's Day, and they guarantee delivery on Valentine's Day if you ordered, but within a certain time frame before. And I ordered days before, 5 days before. I also had to send in my partner's Instagram, but since I couldn't do that, I took screenshots of my partner's Instagram because it's privated. And sent over like inspiration pics and also pictures of older bouquets that I had made for them in the past. Because my partner loves flowers. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah. My partner
knows
loves
the
flowers.
names and stuff.
Probably. I actually don't know if that is true or not, but like my partner just loves flowers, and I know for a fact that if I got my partner random flowers on any day really, they would be ecstatic about it. It's just a thing that they really love. The same way that like if you brought me a root beer from the store any day, I would be ecstatic. I would be so in love. So I ordered this bouquet. I told my partner specifically to be home between the hours of 6 and 7 because that's when the delivery was going to come. We did this thing where we ordered the same meal from comparable restaurants, got it delivered, and then we played a game together, and we spent the whole night, talking to each other on a FaceTime call, like really just being able to hang out with each other, doing no work, nothing.
Spending time.
Yeah.
Quality time.
The whole time, the delivery keeps getting pushed up further and further and further and later into the night until around the time that it got pushed to about 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. And then the person that I ordered the bouquet from just canceled my order. And so it was supposed to be a surprise, and I had to tell my partner, like, your gift's not coming. I just got the confirmation that it got fucking canceled, and now it's not going to come. And my partner was like, well, what was it? And I told them, and they loved it. They love the idea. They love the thought that I put into it. They loved how nice it was and how perfect it was. And here's the best part, because it's never coming, it could never be bad. It could never be bad. It could only be good, guys. It could only be a good gift. It's perfect. It's the perfect strategy because you can't fail. So
it always lives in eternally as the idealized theoretical.
Yeah, it's like when a kid dies and they go like, "Oh, God needed another angel," and it's like that kid sucked. You don't know that he's an angel,
right? Exactly. That could be kid could be roasting over a hot coal right now for all we know.
Yeah, they say that nobody's born racist, but maybe that kid was. You know, so like,
never know.
That's all I'm saying. I got my partner a dead kid for Valentine's Day, and they loved it because it couldn't be bad if it wanted to.
Oh my God.
So did I. It was called Plan B. And
oh, I'm sorry. Technically, it's against Texan law to laugh at that. I'm required to tell you. Greg Abbott's going to come over and roll over my ass.
Yeah, you get $10,000 if you report Andrew for that joke.
Yeah, no, I've got you both beat. I had a phenomenally well, here's the thing. I didn't have any plans for Valentine's Day. I'm not seeing anybody, so I just went about my day normally. Like I just had a normal day. And so I did some writing, did some work, ran some errands, did the thing, and I'm hitting the gym again. I'm trying to get down to my fighting weight, and so
wait, I'm fighting what?
Patriarchy.
Okay.
For the water wars that I'm trying to get in shape for the water wars that we'll soon be in.
To be clear, he means the Water World show at Universal.
That's right. That's my new gig. Yeah, exactly. I'm the Kevin Costner role. I sent them a tape of me drinking my own pee like he does in that movie. And they were like, well, we got to give him the job. That's commitment. So I just was kind of doing my normal schedule, and then it occurred to me. So it's like I'm on a schedule. I'm trying to work out 5 days a week, and so I was like, okay, well this is a leg day, or I think actually it was shoulders and abs or whatever. It doesn't matter. But it was a day that I was supposed to work out. So I went in the evening to go to the gym, and it didn't occur to me until I was pulling into the parking lot. I'm going to the gym on Valentine's Eve. There is something so fucking bleak about it. It didn't really register until I was there parking, and I'm already in my workout stuff. I've already got I'm there. I'm not turning around at this point. I'm committed. So I go into the gym. I'm just I just need to get in the zone, get my workout over with. But I go into the gym, and there are not many people there, obviously. They're with their loved ones. They're with the people they care about most, spending quality time. I am pumping iron. I'm moving weights. I am, getting absolutely fucking swole. So I walk into this gym, and there's not many people there. But the people that are in that gym are locked fucking in. It is a room full of people. Everybody there on a machine is working out like they have to fight Batman. You understand? They have to take Gotham City back. I watched a bunch of people breaking into the third act of their lives. Everyone had just had the Dark Night of the Soul where they were at their lowest point, and then they were about to throw in the towel. They were about to give it all up, and then they went, no, I'm going to the fucking I'm turning it around. It starts now. You're not gonna win, Beatrice, or whatever your name.
I think if you surveyed that gym, you could have broken a Guinness World Record for both weight lifted and PRs hit.
No, exactly. You're absolutely right. I think everybody in there was I'm going up in weight today. I don't give a fuck. I'm whatever it is, tack 10 more pounds on each side, 5 on each side at least, 10 on each side. Fuck it. We're hitting PRs. We're making gains. We're hitting goals. Yeah. Everyone in there, and you know how I know it was serious? No one had earbuds. Everyone had over the headphones, which is how fucking people. It's not earbuds are for fucking walkers and runners. Fucking people who are moving plates have the fucking over ear fucking Beats headphones. They are there to absolutely fucking get shredded. So I was in in good company of a bunch of people just had enough. People were at their like just had their lowest moment and were just turning it around. So
oh my God. Yeah. What a lovely Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was sure something to realize. And then I was just like, when I felt out of place, because I was like, I kind of came here absentmindedly, or just like, I was kind of on autopilot, just kind of going about my schedule. And I walked into like, oh man, I need a better story. Everyone here looks like they've got a fucking story.
Yeah.
What's mine? Oh, I like, my story should have been like, my ex just hard launched a new boyfriend on Instagram, and that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? That's a good story. That didn't happen, but that would have been acceptable. That would have gotten me like the nod.
Yeah,
we get it.
I'll give you
Here
one
you
of
go.
these.
I'll spot you.
One of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me. I think I may have told you guys this story before. Is going to a party that I knew that an ex-girlfriend was going to be at. Entering the door and seeing another 6'5" giant that looks exactly like me, locking eyes with him, and then looking down to see my ex and going, "Oh God."
I'm a type.
There was definitely a guy in the
lady.
gym pushing iron going, "I'm a type." Oh my God.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. You guys ready to help some other people? You guys
Help some
Yeah.
You guys ready to help some people at the gym on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. We've got 2 questions this week. This first one, oh boy. My boyfriend is incredibly wholesome and unbelievably kind. He is from a tiny town in Minnesota, population of maybe 500 people. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any experience with black culture. And this was made excruciatingly clear during Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl, where he asked questions like, is he as popular as Lil Wayne? Or exclaimed how Eminem was his favorite rapper. He exclusively listens to metal and pop punk, so I understand that he doesn't know much about rap music, but it was low-key embarrassing to hear him try to make conversation about something that he knew nothing about. How do I make my boyfriend cooler so this doesn't happen again?
Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to make him listen to music other than the music that he listened to when he was in the 8th grade. That's like the first step.
Huge. Yeah. I have an idea. Break up with him shortly before Valentine's Day next year, and then he'll have his reckoning moment, and he'll walk into the gym and probably hear some different kinds of music. He'll hear
Yeah, and that'll either open him up to the black community or make him hate it forever, apparently.
Yeah. Also, you didn't have to tell us what kind of music he listened to. I knew that that's the kind of music he listened to from the fact that he said his favorite rappers were Lil Wayne and Eminem, because they're the only ones who ever done punk pop songs.
Yeah, oh my God. Andrew, I don't know if you know this, but around the time I was in high school, Lil Wayne released a pop punk album called Rebirth.
Yep.
I have heard tell.
Yeah.
I actually haven't heard it. I kind of was like, you know what? I'm gonna let that.
Is that the same one that he has the song with David Guetta on it?
I think so.
Where he plays guitar?
I definitely, he was really into guitar then.
Yeah, he was really into playing the guitar.
Andrew,
He was trying to get on Warped Tour.
Andrew, not only have I listened to Rebirth, a rock album released by Lil Wayne, I owned it on CD.
Oh, you still?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a prized possession. I own it. I'm looking for the vinyl right now. The lead single off of that album was a song called Prom Queen, where Lil Wayne lamented how he got his heart broken by the prom queen, even though he, I think, dropped out of high school and was a 30-year-old man at the time the song was made.
Well. Oh.
Why would Lil Wayne want a pop punk career when he is one of the best freestyle rappers of all time?
I don't know, man. Why did Michael Jordan want to be really bad at baseball?
I don't think he wanted to.
His dad wanted him to play baseball.
I think he had to leave basketball for a while because of gambling shit.
what the Hanes t-shirt commercials weren't raking in the money that he thought it would.
The Wheaties dividends weren't paying as much.
God, I miss Hitler Stash Michael. That was the best era of Michael Jordan with the bacon neck shirt commercials.
Yeah. And the most liquor blistered eyes I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like, are those cataracts? No, that's Jameson.
I like Michael Jordan because you don't get a lot of there's no like good representation of black sociopaths. He's some of the best that we've got.
He really is. You know, he was inducted in, I'm pretty sure he was inducted into the Hall of Fame the same time at the same ceremony as David Robinson from the Spurs. And it was like you could not have asked for more polar opposite like speeches.
Yeah.
Because David Robinson, very eloquent, very effusive, very thanking his family, his teammates, Pop, all these, like, the organization, the fans. He was just he expressed so much gratitude. He radiated gratitude. Michael Jordan's speech was like, fuck all y'all who never believed in me. Fuck all of my enemies, all the person who'd say I'd never get here. His was like the most graceless speech. And it was like, it had no vitality, no life to it.
So
It was so petty, and it was just like, an A+ sociopath speech.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Don't have a lot of representation in that regard.
Yeah, but in that regard, he is the best at it.
Yeah. And that's pretty sick. That's what I want to do. Like if I ever win an Oscar, I'm gonna bring out a list, and instead of like, oh man, and I want to thank Catherine from Craft Services. She was so good, and like, dude, even the guy in the mailroom, dude, Kevin. Thank you so much for I don't want to do any of that. I want to accept a speech and be like, yeah, and fuck Mrs. Gilkinson from the 3rd grade, you dumb bitch. I want to say, you know what? Fuck Kevin in the mailroom.
Yearbooks.
Turns out Michael Jordan is the LeBron James of axe grinding.
I'm pretty sure if Michael Jordan ever heard that, he'd try to come kill you.
Probably.
Oh my God! Did you guys ever watch that movie Like Mike?
Yes. With
Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew, if you're unfamiliar, it's a movie about how I think an orphan was playing basketball one day and he ruined his shoes. So in order to get a new pair, he knocked a pair of shoes that were thrown around a telephone wire off the telephone wire.
Yeah.
And they used to belong.
Magic shoes?
Well, not magic shoes. They were Jordan's shoes. And
good. Funny.
They were Michael Jordan's shoes, and he put them on, and then he was gifted the power of Michael Jordan. And then he was signed a deal with an NBA team.
I want to say the Lakers or something.
Airtight.
Really
it's
do.
Airtight, yeah.
No, it's Air Jordan. And
God, fuck you.
I hate both of you this episode.
I'm glad that I got both of them out, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. And I want to thank, and I want to say fuck you to Ms. Gilkinson again. Anyway, yeah, that movie fucking rocks. So I guess if I'm trying to help, you should watch Like Mike with your boyfriend. I feel like that
was also the first rap song I ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, probably. I was only allowed to listen to Radio Disney.
What?
Do you not know about Radio Disney?
I do know about Radio Disney.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah.
That is hilarious. The other night I was played a song from Radio Disney.
Oh my God.
From like the early 2000s, like 2000, a song from 2003 Radio Disney. And if it came out today, you would swear it was AI. Like if you played it right now, it was just like, this is AI music. Like this was 100 created from a fucking algorithm. It was hysterical.
I was come from a very religious family. It's not that I wasn't allowed to listen or enjoy secular things. I had to. I was only able to enjoy age inappropriate things, as in that I was too old for the things that I was being allowed to enjoy. So I only listened to AM 590, Radio Disney up until about the 7th grade perhaps, and then like about the 7th grade, and then in the car, obviously I was using LimeWire to download copious amounts of Dave Chappelle comedy albums, memorizing them by the time I was in the 3rd grade. But when I was in the car with my mom, she would only put Radio Disney on. So there's a lot of music I missed from the ages up until the age of like about 12 or 13. So like sometimes like I never got to have like a Paramore phase. Because they didn't play that on Radio Disney, but I did learn the hell out of Yellow Submarine and Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Ooh, you gotta get your head in the game. I'm realizing that was more probably.
That was High School Musical.
Yep.
That was a little bit later, but I was still listening.
That's deeply sad, Andrew. I gotta ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me. Yeah. The other day when you were played this song from Radio Disney, were you hanging out with my partner and their best friend?
You better believe it.
No. Okay, now I need to get to the bottom of this. Okay, was it a female vocalist?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, was it 2 female vocalists?
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. Male vocalist.
Male vocalist.
Male vocalist.
Was
music video.
Was it Jesse McCartney?
I don't know. I can tell you the music video took place in a laundromat. That's not narrowing it down. A lot of music videos take place in laundromats.
I know exactly what you're talking. I can see in a laundromat. I feel like I know what this is. Can you describe this twink to me?
And he was. You know. I mean, like, listen. I could, but it would narrow it down, and none at all. It looked like every other guy like this at this time, and this sort of like. Hold on a second. I can find out really quick.
He's gonna go ask.
Andrew is walking to the other room to ask my partner what Disney song he was shown the other day.
She couldn't remember, so she's finding it out and she'll text it to me.
Okay. All right.
Hi, everybody. Andrew here. We never did figure out what the song was called while the episode was recording, but I made sure to find out what it was later to unburden your minds. It was Hey Juliet by Element. And now, back to the show.
This is so interesting. Andrew has just asked my partner, got no answers, so we will.
Now we wait.
We will shortly wait. I had a very opposite relationship with music and media, where I was shown things way too early. I've talked about my father loved to show me horror movies before we did the associated thing. Like before I went camping for the first time, I watched the Blair Witch Project. Before I went to the beach for the first time, I was shown Jaws, etc. But one of my core moments.
Dad's like an older brother.
Yeah, because he's 15 years older than me.
So shitty.
Yeah,
because he fucking sucks. But my favorite moment, maybe ever, is once when I was a child. I was 14 actually, so 2010. Kanye West came out with an album called My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And my mother knew I was a huge Kanye fan, and as was she. And
still are. No.
Even more so, actually.
Well, yeah, but we just like his clothing mostly.
Yeah, and his beliefs.
Yeah.
But music. Yeah.
Oh, and a big fan of his Super Bowl commercials where he's clearly gassed out of his mind.
Did you see that, or did I tell you about it?
You told me about it. I looked it up and then just watched. Hey, everybody, it's Kanye. Of course, I spent all the money on the ad and the gas, so I had to record it on an iPhone. Yeezus.com. Go to Yeezus.com. Thank you. And then, it ends. That's the whole fucking ad. Andrew, that's what his gas tank sounded like as he inhaled the NOS. In 2010, when I was 14 years old, my mother was picking me up from my father's house and was taking me back home to Los Angeles. And she had a copy of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, an album that had dropped that weekend. And she played it for me. And it's a beautiful album. You know, it's really good. It's all over the place. There is a song on that album called Blame Game. And the end of that song is I want to say 15-minute interlude in which Kanye West hears a voicemail that was accidentally left for him where his girlfriend at the time was fucking another dude. And the voicemail in the album, the guy is played by Chris Rock, who they just kind of let do his thing. And so before that song came on, my mother paused it And she looks at me and she goes, I'm going to play you this song because it's part of the album. And when you listen to an album, you have to listen to the album in its entirety. So we will listen to this song, but I will not be answering any questions. I will not be taking any questions. And after we've listened to this song, we are never to speak about it or never listen to it together again. And I went, okay. And then she played it, and the whole interlude is Chris Rock being like, damn, I haven't been in pussy this good in a long time. Ooh, who got this pussy all reupholstered? Ooh, I was seeing parts of your pussy that I haven't seen before. I was walking around in that pussy like, I've never even seen this part of Pussy Town before. All of those, by the way, direct quotes from memory of Blame Game by Kanye West featuring Chris Rock.
Presented by
Radio Disney.
Bud Light. That's insane. That is such whiplash. Because I'm realizing I looked it up because I was trying to remember if this was the Pixel one or the Bike Sex one. It's the Pixel one, and
what?
This was also the album that had Monster on it. So that must have been some like emotional whiplash for you as a 12-year-old.
Oh, you're talking about the yeah. So the album cover is pixelated on streaming services. But what it used to be was a crazy awful drawing of a devilish Kanye West getting absolutely fucked by a white woman.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. That guy's awesome.
So, I think for this person to be cool, how do you get your boyfriend to listen to cooler music? Or to not be so, square, I would say, is, he's got to make cooler friends. That's like the honest answer.
Yeah.
Is like, how do you like get exposed to cooler stuff? Is you have to make friends. You have to be friends with people who are cooler than you, and that's no small task. That's no easy thing. It might just be easier to have your boyfriend be really uncool.
Yeah, I think part of it is like if you specifically with the inexperience with being, familiar with other cultures, I think you just got to bring your boyfriend around to more shit that you and your friends are doing. Like how every time I've ever dated a white person, I've had to bring them around to a Mexican party. And they're like, wait, but the party starts at 7. We have to be there. And I go, no, sweetheart, we don't have to show up until 11 p.m. when the party actually starts. Also, take a nap because we're going to be there until 5 in the morning.
If you're lucky.
If you're fucking lucky. And yes, of course, there will be a live mariachi band playing throughout.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this party for again? Oh, my cousin.
A baby got splashed with water.
Yeah.
My niece's ear piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like, I don't know, bring him around to more parties and shit and have him experience that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, Griff, have you ever dated anyone that was just like painfully undercultured, underseasoned maybe?
A couple times. Yeah, a couple times, yeah. And what I did was I didn't do anything. I just kind of
curbed their ass.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm like, mostly I would just be like, oh man, what if we like, what if I introduce you to this thing? You like this? Is this interesting to you? I know it's not an anime OST from 2007, but like, not you, but like, It's you have to like baby step. Yeah, I feel like you have to like baby steps them. So it's like you find the things that like what he likes. So like maybe it's like, oh, he likes the you said the punk rock and the metal. I don't know. Play him like a main skin song. See where the algorithm takes him.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, and you have to be like physically there, because if you just let him like go into that what do you call it? Unchaperoned. Unchaperoned. Then you're shut up. I know. Shut up.
Keep on, move along.
I'm gonna beat Mondo's ass when we're done with this.
If you just leave your boyfriend, if you start your boyfriend there and then just leave him unsupervised, he's gonna come back in a week and be like, "You're right, I found my new favorite artist, Machine Gun Kelly," and then you're fucked. And then it's
over.
And then boyfriend, yeah, it's like what is it? It's like black mold. You can't. There's no fixing the house. Burn it down.
No, you gotta burn the house down. It's like it's like German cockroaches,
Yes,
which was
yes.
his other, which is how I usually describe him. You could. Here's the thing: get a Spotify or YouTube Music, whatever you use. Get a family plan. Make a second account. Make that account female gender when you sign up for the account. Use it in whatever like home device that you have around the house that you listen to music on. Let the algorithm work its magic. So I set it to female so that he doesn't get accidentally pushed into the alt-right pipeline.
No, that's very
Dude, oh my god, I was driving yesterday and I was listening to Last Podcast on the Left like I usually do, and my Spotify like just turned off. It does that sometimes, and I reopened it, and when I opened it, it started auto playing an episode of Joe Rogan.
Whoa.
Yes, I don't know why.
The fix is
Dude,
in.
I was like, this is how they get his fucking streams up. I've never looked for that man. I've never searched for that man. And the worst part is, that's the second time it's happened. One time I was listening to like they have like a year new episodes section. I was listening in order to the things in my like podcast subscriptions, and it finished my episodes of things I was playing, and it just started playing like the JD Vance interview. And I was like, that's the last thing I want to listen to or know exists. And spot the fixes in. Look, they rigged the polls.
Silence is preferable to that.
They rigged the votes. They stole Pennsylvania. Now they're trying to steal my goddamn algorithm.
Here's the thing. First of all, it was in your queue. It was just a different spelling. It was in your queue, like the letter, like our Lord and Savior, who's got all the answers.
Yeah, the storm.
I truly cannot believe you got fucking U2'd, dude.
Yeah,
they fucking
literally.
loaded it in.
They installed Nazi propaganda directly into my podcasting app. I'm gonna go back to Podcast Addict. They never did that to me.
Yeah, you just gotta Clockwork Orange your fucking boyfriend, dude. You just gotta like eyes open, watching like 15 hours of the Dissect podcast where the most boring, I assume, white man talks about why Kendrick Lamar is so deeply in touch with black culture and history.
Alternatively, Switched on Pop is also a very good podcast to get introduced to artists and music.
Sure. Also, straight up, I'm gonna forget their names. I wish I could tag them. Maybe we'll tag them later. But there's a few really good, like the best new music out this week Instagram accounts that like. It's beautiful because it like here's some new music out this week, and they're usually pretty good. There's like some different curations, and it's like they'll play you like 10 seconds of a song. Like they'll play 5-10-second clips of different songs. Like here's the new music out this week. Great way to discover things. Get like a little bit of sample. It's like, oh, you like that, and then you like find it on whatever your streaming service of choice is, and that's how you like discover some new stuff. It's a little bit like having the best friend. It's like having a best friend's older brother, which is like the best way to discover music there ever was.
But also that
it's like, your best friend.
That is also the impetus of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Which is why this must be a delicate operation.
Yes.
This is like a very clandestine, very what's it?
I remember, this is a dumb one. If you ever watch an Instagram reel and it has music in it, usually if you press the little circle at the bottom, it'll take you to that song on Spotify. So you could tell him that. And he might start to venture out on his own, which again, scary, uncharted territory.
Scary.
But if he hears a song and he's like, ooh, I've never heard of this before, and he clicks on it, that could open up some stuff.
I know that we're kind of getting a little bit into the music part of it, and I guess that was part of your question too. How can I make him cooler? I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit. When I was in high school and like very young, like I would say child age, like 20, 21, 22, maybe until I was like 22, I don't know, maybe. I was super purist about my hip hop. I was only into that underground shit because the fucking mainstream stuff was too played out and whack for me, bro. I only listened to like real boom bap hip hop, dude, and all that trap stuff. It was just like engineered in like a marketing lab to like trick you into thinking that that's what music was. But real hip hop, dude, it's a guy who is very lyrically talented and the songs are not fun to listen to. And music should be all about like having to read several books to understand why that's actually a bar.
Right. You wouldn't have to rap genius every single line of a song for it to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything I listened to got me suspended from the aux for like 2 weeks. And the way that changed was, you can do this by going to a club, because I also had like minor parts of this afterwards. I went to a concert, or I went to a festival with my cousin, Johnny Mines, incredible hip hop producer that is super cool. And also, like me, at a time was very boom bap heavy. We went to a concert together and he was like, I got to go to this Young Thug show. And I was like, Young Thug? I only listen to scholars on the mic. Like rhyme sayers, ever heard of them? If it's not Brother Ali, I don't think so. And so then he took me to the Young Thug concert. And first of all, everyone, the Venn diagram of people who listen to rhyme sayers and the people who become Young Thug fans is like a perfect circle. They're all also into hip hop and like the way that it sounds and the way that it is and blah, 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 blah. But you know what all of those people are doing at the Young Thug concert? They're having fun. Yeah. Dude, I experienced listening to hip hop that was so fun and just people dancing around and like a mosh pit, but not a mean mosh pit, like a mosh pit where like somebody got knocked over and we all like made room for them to stand up. And it was sick as fuck. And then later again, I went to a club and I saw the club going absolutely fucking nuts to like, who was it at the time? I think it was a T.I. song of all things. Yeah. And was just like, dude, this fucking rocks, dude. Yeah, dude. Juice WRLD coming on, Kodak Black coming on, just like all that shit was so cool. Yeah. I just saw people have fun and I heard the music and I was in a big room with a bunch of other people who enjoyed it and I had a blast. So maybe do that. Maybe associate this with fun.
Yeah.
There it is. That's it.
We figured it out.
Yeah. And, you could always break up with them too. That's the other solution.
Yeah, that's all. I feel, yes, that too.
We got another
that's
question.
Way easier than everything we said. We said a lot of work.
Yeah. Everything we did was a lot. I think just break up with them, honestly. I think post on Facebook and be like, who else like that Kendrick halftime show? And then the one person who heart reacts to it, send him a DM, dude. Flip into that.
There you go.
Next question. One of my roommates, let's call him Justin, has recently and mysteriously brought a new girlfriend into the house, seemingly out of nowhere. Let's call her Alex. Alex, within weeks of quote-unquote dating, forced Justin to put photos of her in his car and his room to claim him. She believes that Justin will be her future husband. After talking to Justin, he said, "Oh, it's just friends with benefits, I think." But every time he goes to have the talk with her, she ends up fucking him back into being her future husband. Also, and then this was just
no bad. Sorry,
this was just added into the email. Also, for context, she found his sex doll that was stashed in his cupboard and thought it was cute. What can I do to save him? You don't. You don't.
That is a pack. That's a path he must walk.
Straight up, I don't think he needs saving. I don't think homie needs saving. I think homie found his future wife.
You know, a wise woman once said, "You don't want to be saved, don't save him." White boy ways to Channing Tatum. He doesn't want to be saved, and you can't. He is in the sunken place, which is what he calls it, and there's no way he's coming out of there. You're gonna have to kill one of them. That's the only way to end this blood pact.
Yeah, I mean, this is a ticking clock into poking holes into a condom. Like, you can't. There's no what do you call it? The little the Cheerio that you throw to save people. What is that called?
The lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
The life preserver. The life preserver. There's no life preserver strong enough to pull him out. Look, I'm not going to get over the fact that I called it a Cheerio, but
That's okay.
What is that life-saving Cheerio people toss?
Yeah, no. If she's got him quoting Chris Rock at the end of Blame It, then no, there's no way you're gonna say call back. There's no way you're gonna save this man. This is a futile effort. All of the jokes we said earlier, Sisyphean, liver, all of those apply right now.
Yeah, truly.
Tantalus even.
Yeah, because there's no amount. I hate to say it, but like.
No amount of
there's no amount of like reason or logic or dissuading like he's in pussy quicksand and the more you struggle the more it pulls you in.
Yeah, it's the power of friendship is like number one, but like there's an asterisk next to it.
for good pussy.
Yeah, it doesn't power scale.
Yeah.
That's sad. You gotta, I guess all you can do is put all of your memories, like write them down on a piece of paper and put them on a boat and ship it out to the middle of a lake and shoot a flaming arrow at it, because he's dead.
Yeah, memory of power scaling is so insane. Your roommate is fucking one cunt man, dude. It's just one.
Wow. Wow.
One fuck and they're defeated.
Wow.
What's her at?
Incredible. What's her at? Yeah. Yeah, it's never been more over. This dude is he's gone.
Oh man.
Like, because who amongst us hasn't been just absolutely good pussied back into, you got pictures up in the fucking dash.
Yeah, dude.
You got them in your visor.
What that's literally the plot of an episode of Powerpuff Girls.
Really?
I beg your pardon?
There's an episode of Powerpuff Girls where like a super hot lady like there's like a super hot lady that like pussy mystifies Professor X and tries to, I don't remember why. It was, oh god, what the fuck was the plot of that it's one of those things that you see on like a clickbaity YouTube video that's like banned cartoon episodes, and it's like, it's not banned, the show's not syndicated anymore, and you just remembered this thing that we all saw multiple times in our childhood. Their parents probably walked by the living room and went, what the fuck, and then just kept going.
That's so man. Was it like an actual sexy woman, or was it just like Mojo Jojo dressed up in the high heels?
I wish I could remember. Hold on. Powerpuff Girls sexy lady.
Too many options. The mayor's assistant for one.
No, her name was Sedusa.
Damn.
Because one look and he turned to stone.
Yo,
part of him did.
Yeah.
She's like a big titty goth girlfriend with like a snatched little waist. What is this?
No, hold on. Powerpuff Girls.
I'm sorry, that description just got me to 60%. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, I clicked on the fandom.com website to see more, and I got a pop-up that says I'm an adult and I'm a kid.
Oh my god. I'm in love
voiced
with
by
her.
Jennifer Hale. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm in love with her.
Yeah. The literally physical appearance. Sedusa is a tall, beautiful, paste white-skinned humanoid woman with an hourglass figure, freckles on her face, pointed ears, lime green eyes, and long black hair with maroon red accents, which rides around in all directions. She also wore red lipstick on her lips for makeup.
Where is she?
Dude, this girl would shatter your pelvis.
Dude, the reckoning of Silver Lake is this woman.
Oh gosh, she pretended to be Miss Bellum in one episode.
This girl would make you nut your skeleton. It would be so fucking.
Dude, holy. Okay, wait. In the episode where she seduced the professor, was she like dressing up as a regular person?
Yeah, she dressed up as a woman named Ima.
Oh.
IMA.
Oh my God.
Ima.
Just, I mean, the drawing looks like they said, like they typed BPD pussy into ChatGPT. And
it's the Powerpuff Girls thing, but it's just hourglass figure SSRIs and the chemical X is just crazy head game.
So your friend is gone. Collect your memories. Enjoy it.
Sorry, there's an episode where she fights Miss Bellum, and Miss Bellum is wearing fishnet thigh highs.
Wait, Miss Bellum, like the mayor's assistant, right?
Yeah, she's wearing like fishnet thigh highs and a red cat suit. What is this show?
Okay, well, tonight on Pornhub search terms.
You know, I think they say that like queer people are groomers. But I'm looking at this and I'm just like, there's a reason why the phrase big titty goth girlfriend is in the lexicon, and it's every single cartoon we watched as a child.
Absolutely.
Just a woman with thighs 6 times the size of her waist and forearms.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah, like legs like fucking literal drumstick, like fucking like ice cream drumsticks.
Yeah.
Legs like ice cream drumsticks that go into like a Rolo.
Yeah.
For a waist.
I love a woman built like I'm stuck on a desert island and I haven't not eaten in 20 days.
Yeah. Turn, yeah, just like rubbing eyes. Like, and, yeah. So what I was going to say is your job, if you to be the good friend in this, is to stick around when this relationship absolutely implodes.
Dude, I think you're okay. All right. Hear me out.
I could be wrong, but I see this go. I see this exploding at like a drink throwing at a barbecue.
Ooh.
This feels like a glass sliding door slammed and it shatters at like a family function, and then it's over.
Oh my God.
For 6 months, and then there's a hey, how are you Instagram story reply, and then he's back in. But in those 6 months, you got to be a really good friend of them.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. It's you gotta like go into friendship hibernation. Like you're not dead, you're just waiting.
Yeah. And that sucks. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but
hey, girl. All these recent Delta crashes got me thinking about how you always delivered me where I was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I miss you.
Speak on it.
Yeah. That's the text that they're writing at the end. I think you guys are wrong. I think there's I think there's a possibility that this might be the one the one for this guy. And it's this guy fighting back. It's this guy being like, I don't want to settle down, man. I don't want a wife. I just want to roam free. And he hit the lottery.
Yeah.
I think that they might be the one. I think this person might be the one, and this person just hit the lottery, and they keep trying to get out, and she's just showing him what's good. She's just showing him what's up, dude. That this could be his life forever. What if she's perfect?
maybe. You know what?
We can all we
can all hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. Hey, yeah. Let's look at it optimistically. Maybe she knows that they're meant for each other, and it's not gonna go to hell in the handbasket.
What's not to like? She has my life planned out for me. She's got every choice that I'm ever gonna make. And do I want to do the things that she says I'm gonna do? No. But I'm gonna do them because the pussy's so good. God, it's so funny. The thing is like there is a chance that she is perfect, and I want to be clear. Maybe she is, and maybe your friend is being kind of a bitch and just not committing to clearly the best person for him.
Yeah,
true. However, all of us
style.
have had a friend who is lost in the puss, and it is so clear. And oh my God, and it always starts with like a small physical change. You know what I mean? They do, like, they have their signature long hair that they cut down to a short crop because Miranda actually likes it clean cut look on me. So I just thought I thought I would try it out. And God, yeah, we have all seen a crash out coming before, and we know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I just realized that the names that they gave for the two fictional names that they gave are the names of the siblings in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Andrew, are you familiar?
I'll take your word for it.
Disney.
You're not familiar
of course.
with the Selena Gomez leaded project, Wizards of Waverly Place?
Yeah.
No.
And the brother's a conservative.
I'm 10 years older than you.
The brother's a conservative running for office now. So,
what?
Yeah, he's running for office. He's got a Catholic family of like 6 kids, mostly daughters.
And the fucking sister is dating Benny Blanco.
Engaged to.
Sorry, yeah. Andrew, those were the people that I sent you a picture of where she looks like a very pretty Latina woman, and he looks like a bridge troll, I think.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't answer his questions 3, and so this is now her fate that she's resigned to. What's so funny is they actually look so happy together, and it's like brothers is giving us all hope that like, hey, if you just have enough fucking talent and riz, you can sail to hitherto unknown heights.
I have a fear that that's exactly what photos of me and my girlfriend look like.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful human being.
No, me and him have the same teeth.
No, I don't.
No, absolutely not.
No, you're fine. It's me and my partner that look like that, where I look like Jabba the Hutt and they look like my Leia.
Respectfully, you guys look like a picture of someone's parents that someone else shows someone to be like, man, look how cool my parents used to look. Or like to be like, oh, it's weird my parents were people.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get the like, oh wow, they have lore and backstory.
Yeah,
and
you guys look like parents with lore.
You know what? I'll take it. I guess, yeah, to answer your question, you just gotta, I don't know. You just gotta be there. Like Andrew said, for better or for worse, maybe this, and that's the other thing. If it's bad and this is a bad relationship, there's nothing you can say that's going to outweigh what she's bringing to the table. Well,
Mondo, you've raised a good point.
I think we just mind linked right now. I think we just figured out the same solution.
Okay.
First, you're going to start doing Kegels. All right, you're really going to want to.
You're also going to want to buy several boxes of bomb pops, as many that'll fit in your freezer.
Secondly, you're gonna want to Google poppers. All right, you're gonna want. It's gonna seem antithetical to the Kegels, but I promise they work well together.
Unbeatable combo.
You're being put on unbelievable game right now. What you need, this is absolutely the correct course of action.
So funny, just going. You can't offer the same thing, and both of us going. Well.
Unless I saw a real unless like look fall across both of your faces.
And I guess above all else, no matter what's happening in this relationship, you always want to stay on her good side, because eventually she's gonna want to get back at him, and you can experience this too.
You can have your fucking soul Shang Tsung sucked out of your fucking dick.
Finish it. Oh. Mate-tality. Oh my God, Christ! I hope this helps.
But you know what will absolutely help? Going to patreon.com/midnightsnacktv.
Yes, if you go there, you can help support making the show that we make and love so much. I know that we've been a little bit behind on the bonus episodes, and I'm going to cop to it. It's all my fault. I've been traveling. I've been out here on the road, but we've got some fun ones coming up for you, and it's going to be a blast. I am having so much fun gathering so much material from young people who don't know how to date people.
Boy.
Yeah. It's going to be a real good time. Again, thank you to everyone who supports us and who donates to the Patreon. We cannot thank you enough. You are helping us make this show that you love so much. And I absolutely love making the show. And I thank you so much for helping us. And that's the same thing said 5 different ways. So enjoy that. Also, if you can't give to the Patreon, that's totally okay. Consider leaving us a 5-star review wherever you listen to the show, whether it be Spotify, the service that will autoplay Joe Rogan Experience after this, or Apple, a Podcast Addict, whatever podcatcher you use. Leave us a 5-star review, and tell a friend. Honestly, tell a friend about the show.
Huge, yeah, amazing.
That'll go so far. And hey, if you want to find me on social media, I'm very easy to find. I'm at Mondo Does Stuff. MANDO Does Stuff. All one word. You'll find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, all that fun stuff. I've got stuff coming up, but more than any of that stuff, God, I'm so excited to come home. I cannot wait to be home in Los Angeles. And I can't wait to... I can't wait for the absolute white knuckle plane ride I'm about to take with all these fucking things going down. Jesus Christ, I want to die.
Yeah, that's especially because you like to do a thing where you tweet something horrific before your plane takes off.
Yeah.
And then turn phone off.
Yeah.
Airplane mode. And just like, yeah. We are now in the day. We're now in the days of double barred up on flights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude. I watched I've watched 70 episodes of Lost, which is like half a season, and I can't survive. I'm not
actually
big.
It's like a third.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, those seasons. That was so... By the way, as an aside, and then I promise I'll shut up. I was watching through Lost the other day, I was watching through Lost like a couple years ago, and Lindsay Washburn from Funhouse was like, hey, what episode are you on? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm like still on season 1, maybe beginning of season 2. I'm not really sure. I checked. Season 1, episode 22. That's too much TV.
That's 3 seasons.
That's way too much TV. Anyway, thanks J.J. Abrams for that one. I'm not fat enough to be Hurley, and I'm not helpful enough to be anyone else on that show. So I'll see you as an unnamed dead extra. Thank you.
Well, if you want to find me, we have to go back. If you want to find me, I'm on Instagram at andrewrosas.ig. That's the best place to find me, the things that I am working on currently. Also working on a new Andrew's Good Girls, so that should be out probably next week. Again, once again, thank you for subscribing to the Patreon and helping us out make the show that we absolutely love. And I was just on, I don't know when it'll come out, but I was just on Good Morning from Hell, playing John F. Kennedy. So look out for that. That's coming out relatively soon, but it was a really fun episode and it was a blast to play. So I'll be a guest on that relatively soon.
Fuck yeah, you're so perfect for that. And get ready for a full hour of Mayor Quimby.
Yes, it is an entire hour of a guy, me sounding like this. Yeah.
I am the _indoor kid on all platforms that allow an underscore. If they don't have it, just take it out. I want to give a couple shout outs this episode. Number 1 shout out I want to give to the 396 super cool people who listen to this podcast exclusively on the Podcast Addict app. That's a good app. I used to love that app. If you could just leave a comment, a like, a 5-star, whatever you want to do on that app, I feel like we could overtake every other podcast in that app, because I do not think it is a very popular one, and we could easily become front page material right next to Behind the Bastards. And secondly, I want to give a shout out to Conspicuous Traverser 7375, who has been going through our back catalog over the past week and commenting, I'm here on the episode that they're on. As of this recording, they are on episode 22, the Kessler episode, which is one of our personal favorites.
High value episode. That is a really, really good
a thing that just started happening that we noticed through the emails. Just every day, 3 to 4 comments. I'm here.
And I knew that they were listening because they're all spaced out like an hour apart.
Yes.
So they're listening to the full episode and commenting, I'm here.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Hero.
Yeah.
Absolute hero.
If you here's an open call. If you are this person and you can prove it to me, if you can show me that YouTube account and I ever see you out in public, I will buy you up to 5 alcoholic beverages or up to 12 root beers.
Depending on your
preference.
Age and preference.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And shout out to people who listen wherever you listen to this. Shout out to people who listen, or I guess watch, but listen on YouTube, and for people who leave comments there. That's really nice. So yeah, we appreciate all listeners on every format that this thing goes out.
Shout out to the 2 of you who listen on Doggaga Catcher. Never heard of that. It's D-O-double-G Catcher. Don't know what that is.
And if you listen to this on like Pod and Coffee, fuck you. How about that? Yeah, this is you know what? This is my Michael Jordan moment. Fuck everyone who listens on Spotify, but only for half the episode. Hey, if you listen to Tales from the Stinky Dragon, a big fuck you, you bitch.
Let's see. There are so many apps to listen to podcasts on. So
many apps, and so many people that listen to this show use those apps, and also we're on those apps. I'm glad that we are.
If you're on the 1% who listen on Castbox, you have a virus on your phone. I'm telling you that if you're one of the 110 people who listen on Castbox, please use, and you have several viruses on your phone right now.
It's the app's logo is a Trojan horse. You have to understand. It's a dire straits. No, huge shout out wherever you listen to this podcast. It's really meaningful. We really
and thanks for just being around. We love having you here, and we love getting to do this stupid show for you. And speaking of doing this stupid show, we'll do it again next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.